Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial, and today's tutorial is about a very nice stitch, which is a slip stitch ribbon. I saw this stitch and I was directly in love with it, so I thought I had to practice a little bit and then I had to put it on my channel and show it to you. As you can see, this is a very neat and beautiful stitch. And I want to show you how to do this stitch because I want to work with it for maybe other projects in the future. We will see. So I hope you like the content of my channel, and if you are new, I hope you are considering to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. And if you haven't checked my Instagram yet, my Facebook page, you can just follow me on Instagram and Facebook, all my social media, other platforms where I post maybe updates and things that I crochet and do that maybe I don't have time to post on YouTube. So you are welcome to follow me there as well. And also, if you are a tapestry crochet geek or a mochila geek like me, you can also check my Etsy shop. I have a small Etsy shop, and then you can check their tapestry crochet or mochila patterns. Yeah, so with all these things being said, I want to thank you everybody for following me. So I want first to show you how to do and how to start the slip stitch ribbon, this stitch, which if you can see here, there is two ways. The inside one, the one that I crocheted inside, is in the rows, and then I went in the rounds. So the slip stitch ribbon here actually is inside is in rows and outside part here is in rounds. And as you can see, it's very pretty, and I did a small sample as well. The sample that I did is with this sample is with 100% mercerized cotton. And usually with 100% mercerized cotton I use a 2mm hook. But actually with this kind of stitch you have to go bigger with the hook. So I went with a 3mm hook because it was very difficult to catch the back loop of the stitch. So this is something to consider once you start with yarn. So you just go a little bit bigger in hook, maybe. So I won't do the tutorial with 100% mercerized cotton because it's thin and maybe you can't see all the details and what I'm doing. So I thought the tutorial maybe I will do it with t-shirt yarn. Okay, so let's just get into it. Okay, first let's do a slip knot. And then for this sample, I'm gonna work with 10 stitches. So let's just do 10 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And also I'm gonna do one more stitch for the turn, so I will do 11 stitches. So I will insert the hook, not at the first stitch, but at the second one, yarn under, pull through, and then just pull through again, because this is a slip stitch, right? So this is the first stitch of that we are doing. So let's just do a slip stitch all over, all the chains one by one, chain stitches. So insert the hook, yarn under, and pull through and pull through. Slip stitch, and then just go and do a slip stitch all the way. So I have 10 stitches. Then what I'm gonna do next is do chain and turn my work on the other side. So what I'm gonna do, again, I'm gonna work with a slip stitch, but I will work only with the back loop. So if you can see here, we have all these V's here. So I'm just going to insert the hook at the back loop, not in both loops. Okay, I'm gonna insert not the first one but the second one at the back. Insert the hook, yarn under, pull through, and pull through again, slip stitch. So you just work with the back loop, slip stitch. Okay, again the next stitch, insert the hook at the back loop, yarn under, and slip stitch, yarn under, and pull through both loops. Pull through the back loop and pull through the loop that you had in the hook. And again, just do the same thing, back loop, yarn under, pull through. So just do that until the end, until you have 10 stitches, because this is what I was working with. This is a kind of stitch that you don't want to work too tight, but you also don't want to work too loose. Okay, so you have to find the right tension there. And this is our last stitch. Don't forget to get the last stitch and slip stitch. Yeah, so at the beginning it's going to be a little bit all pulled together, but then you will see once you start working with the other rows. And then again, one chain, and we turn the work. And again, we're just going to work back loop. Okay, skip the first stitch and then insert at the second one, back loop. Insert the hook, yarn under, pull through, and slip stitch. And just continue working like that. Back loop,